Alrighty, I got my sound issues figured out. Welcome to Dover International Speedway, now Dover Motor Speedway. We got Blake Giglio on the pole. Apologies for that. Alright, so we got 105 laps tonight. It's gonna be a good race here at Dover Motor Speedway. Huge difference from last week at Daytona. Last week we had a lot of flat out. Jake Pickrow was your winner. This week, a lot of lifting, a lot of using the still gonna be using that aero, still gonna be using that draft, but you're gonna have to save those tires, you're gonna have to save that fuel. It's gonna be a completely different race from what we saw last week. Probably a little bit of single file racing, but definitely some good passing throughout the field. Drivers have gridded up here for our race tonight. Pace car rolls off pit road. Starting lineup will be Blake Giglio on the pole. Beside him, Trenton Sneed in second, really close behind him in lap time. Michael Christopher, he's going to be starting third. And fifth, fourth, Quinn Newton. Fifth will be Logan Shepard. Jonathan Lynch. Seventh will be Zach Swiska. Eighth will be Cliff Mullins. Ninth is Lucky Carleg. I don't think he up, so that place will go to Hayden Long. Next to Hayden will be Calvin Salkin. And we have wrecking in the back. So that looks like Cliff Corvu having some sort of incident. His car is destroyed before we even take the green flag. Not sure what happened there. Play before the green flag comes out. Looks like Daniel Llewellyn just comes in and not paying attention, and into the back of the 30 car. Not what you want to see for the start of a race. Alright, so apologies for not getting through the starting grid, just wanted to check out what was happening back there. I'll show the rest of it now right before we head to green. Hey, car's coming out of turn 4. Didn't take the green flag. Restart zone. Blake Giglio takes him to the green. They're off. And they are wrecking. We have the 73, maybe with a wheel issue, it doesn't seem to be steering at all. And we're still green out here. Damage to a lot of these cars, but I think everybody up front was able to keep it straight. Blake Giglio out in front still. Pretty messy start to this race. Definitely not what you normally want to see, but we kept it going. Lap 2 of 105 right now, Blake Giglio out front. Close behind is Trenton Sneed, and in third, Michael Christopher hunting down those two. So not much changing throughout the field right now. Drivers just settling in, trying to get a car field out. Oh, a little loose there for Jonathan Leach. Got the inside wall. A lot of left side damage there. To keep it straight, he's going to be hoping for yellow to take his quick repair, I'm guessing, or at least fix that damage. Like the line of Thomas Geyer, maybe. But back up front. Still the same top three, Quinn Newton, and fourth, he's getting lots of pressure from the two behind him. Hayden Lowell and Logan Shepard, although Logan Shepard got in the wall a little bit right there. Get a little bit of contact from the 67. Dairyman in his first start. Not a bad start for him. That Pennzoil Mustang. Shortly behind him is Cliff Mullins and next voice good. Big Picker rounding out your top 10. Same three up front. Guessing we're not going to see a lot of changes in the lineup until the tires get through. Like we have 3 retirements or people lap down. Tanner Speedway, if he's back on the track, we're going to take a fast pair. Same with Daniel Wallen. Michael Edwards, also not starting. Still racing. We have 22 cars out on track. Maybe a move from the lead here. Trenton Steen looked like he was looking below the 16 of Blake Giglio. And throw these top 5 under a blanket. Anybody's race right now. From the 81, really good save from Trenton Sneed. Impressive. He's going to keep second. That turn 2 looks like that it just snaps loose on these guys. Try to get off the wall and then in turn, the rear end just snaps out on them. Side by side here. Second through 5th. Trenton Steen down on the outside of Michael Christopher. But behind them, Quinn Newton and Hayden Lowell are side by side as well. And first caution of the night. Officially, looks like Thomas Geyer involved. Slow on the backstretch. But looks like the only driver, maybe a self-spin of sorts. Take a look back here in a second. At 13 of 105. That's going to put these guys in an interesting tire situation. Take a look back at Thomas Geyer here. Down the front stretch clean. Down into turn 1. A little loose there through the center. And as he's trying to catch it, just goes up into the wall. Hard down into the inside wall. Thomas. Fortunate start to this race for him, but should have that quick repair. Does looks like he fixes his car up, only about a lap down, so definitely not his night over, but rough start. Like most of the field going to be coming down pit road now. One driver electing to stay out on the lead lap. That's Calvin Salakane, and Logan Shepard. However, you see in the middle of those two is Daniel Llewellyn. He is steps down. Something like that. So he'll probably be getting a wave around here. On pit road. Trenton Sneed wins the race off pit road. Cliff Mullins behind him. Pickrell and then Blake Giglio, who entered pit road first. Like Trenton taking 2 tires or fuel only along with Cliff Mullins and Jake Pickrell, so Blake Giglio will be the first on new tires. Logan Shepard will be your leader for now. Not sure how many laps these guys can make on fuel. Mullen takes it down. I think he'll be able to get that wave around with those two staying out. As the starter, Barney the flagman, got the yellow in hand. Not 1 degree. One more time around after this lap. Back to racing here. We'll head double file. 1 to green here at Dover Speedway. Top row right now, your front row. Logan Shepard, start the race off. Start the restart off. Just around lap 17. We go green with lap 18. And 88 to go. Alvin Salakane will be just on his outside with a little bit of left front damage. Shouldn't affect him too much. And then that second row, the guys that took fuel, but they did not take tires. Giglio, your first car on new tires. Be interesting to see how this works out. Restart song. Green flags out. Logan Shepard with a good jump on the field. Like they're 3 wide in the back. Cliff Mullins dropping like a rock on those old tires. Side by side for the lead, Trent C to the bottom of Logan Shepard. Man, he made up a lot of time, and Logan Shepard wrecking in turn 1. That's going to collect everybody. And a simple wall tap just turned into at least 7 cars involved. Lots of damage. Hayden Lowell, as you see, goes by smoking. I think he just caught the wall and got loose a little bit. And that was a tough wreck. That was tough to watch. A lot of guys, a lot of damage. Right here. Right on board, but Watch him. Down the front stretch. Close to the wall. He just hit a little bit of a turn to try to get closer to it. Caught the wall, came down, caught the 81. Couldn't gather it up. Many people involved. Back one more time on that. Cool angle. Tons of drivers involved. Looks like some people able to avoid it though. Logan Shepherd toes it. Maybe had too much damage. A lot of people pitting. I'm sure to fix their damage. Alrighty. So after the second caution of the night, I have definitely less cars on the lead lap. 2 cars are going to have to call it a night. Already involved in the first. Thomas Geyer looks like his car's unfortunately pretty tore up. Not have a fast repair. Thing with Daniel Llewellyn. So Blake Giglio, remember he took tires on that last stop, so he's in a good spot. He's sitting second. Trenton Sneed, I think he's still on the old tires, but he did take fuel. File here. Won the green. Pace car lights are out. Everybody knows the deal by now. Oh, whoa, 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 Jonathan Leach. Not sure what that was, but that was almost disaster. Not sure what happened, but he was able to start it down. Everybody's okay. Drivers over voice chat kind of freaking out there. Drivers come to turns 3 and 4. After avoiding disaster, we will head back to green. Starts up. Carney with the green in hand. Car pulled off.
Green flag, green flag.
Trenton gets us started. Our second caution of the night. We are green again. And they are wrecking. Jonathan Ledger involved. 97 of Dave Hoitzma involved. Daniel Llewellyn involved. Logan Shepherd involved. Michael Christopher, heavy damage. Jay Dairyman, heavy damage. Take a look back at that, but I think I already know the culprit. A lot of these guys on old tires did not know there was tire spin or was not aware, but I think they were told by a few people, so I'm not going to call that any excuse. They maybe didn't remember. So we'll take a look at it. That was the problem. Oh, looks like two people. Got 27. I'm just caught the wall a bit. 28 was full on wrecking. I think there were a few more actually. We're not going to be able to capture all of them. I think a lot of those people that were involved in the wreck. Tires. Logan Shepard, he spun it out, but he was able to keep his car clean, so good job there. Back live. Honestly, not that high speed of a wreck, so we'll probably be able to get these cars fixed. Give some more time for the people not involved to fix their car. Alrighty, so as these drivers pace around, getting their cars fixed. Michael Christopher might be on. Wants to use his fast repair. Boitsman looks like he is retired, unfortunately. Fast repair, so the drivers having to retire early. Somewhat avoidable wrecks. But that's just racing sometimes. Ooh, Hayden Lowell saying in chat is got to check his fast repair, unfortunately, or didn't have it checked. Sorry to hear that, man. That's not fun. I think he got enough of a points lead. He'll survive. Double file again. 28 laps into this 105 lap race. Brent Steed still in the lead. Giglio's still in second. It's pretty much the same running order. Top 10 as we had before that third caution. Guys, you're hopefully going to be looking for a nice green flag run here. Pace car pulls off on the pit road. Trent is in control once he enters the restart zone. There it is. He hits the gas. A good start from Blake Giglio. He's going to stay almost side by side with Trent into turn 1. A good run on those new tires. Going to clear him out of turn 2. Blake Giglio to the lead. I don't think that's too much of a surprise for Trent. He knew he was on those slightly older tires. Might even be trying to save him right now. Back through the field, a lot of damage. A lot of guys trying to make it through in front of the damaged cars. I can't believe Mike Christopher is holding on this well. How bad that car looks. I can't imagine he's saving his fast repair. He's already a lap down. I think he's just trying to hold on to as many points as he can. But back up front, we're starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Next person on tires would be Quinn, followed by Zach Weisgood. So Nestle drivers up here, Trenton and Harry. Older tires, but they did take fuel. So they can make it as far as everybody else. Fuel mileage, but I don't know how long those tires will last. Ooh, big wiggle from Trenton out of turn 2. Another great save. Those rear tires are screaming. When Newton makes his way around Trenton's knee, moves up into second place. Harry Grindell as well. McQuinn will be looking to hunt down that 16 machine lead. About a half a second lead, not quite. And our fourth caution, like Cliff Purple involved. No front end damage. I think we might see some rear damage. Yeah, so anytime you can come out with less damage in Dover in a wreck, good thing. What happened with Cliff here? Comes up out of the corner. Looks like just gets hurt a little bit by Michael Christopher. We had to check up for the 18 on his outside and just got hooked. Definitely not the 30's fault. Mike Chris just didn't know his car had that much speed in it and kind of hooked up into the 30. So one of our less egregious, less damaging wrecks of the night, but that's still going to involve the 20. Now I'm trying to fix some of that. I think everybody else came down to take some tires. Like two people staying out are Cliff Mullins and Jonathan Ledger. Dale gets out first. Pickerel out second off pit road. Aaron Grindell third. Trenton. It looks like Big Pickerel took tires, maybe. I'm thinking he took tires earlier on the wreck. Took 4 tires and then decided, well, maybe I'll throw up a gamble, try to get some track. I like the call. That was guy up there, he's in the wing run position. Not sure if he got the lucky dog. Did not, so I think it went to Logan Shepard from that. He's now 2 laps down. So, 4th caution, lap 36 of 105, being on lap 40. 66 laps to go. To keep this up, I don't think we'll have any cars left. Well, we've missed 4 wrecks, some of them with a big one and some of them just in car spins, but overall haven't missed much race-wise. Hopefully we can get back to green flag racing here soon. Back down the file, pace car lights out. Blah blah blah. Green. Cliff Mullen's gonna be the leader for this restart. Got his laps led in. Get that extra 5 points for a lap led. Always a good time when you can get lap led in this points format. I think, not sure who's leading in the total laps led right now, because the person who leads the most laps in the race also gets that 5 bonus points. Always something to look forward to, but back to the restart zone. Cliff Mullen steps on it. We're back green flag racing. Nobody loose this time. Everybody took tires. Makes sense. But Cliff Mullen's under attack from Blake Giglio. Which once again... Oh, I think Blake took 2 tires on that last stop. So some strategy from Blake. Him and Jake Pickero both on 2 tires. First car on new tires will be Harry Grindell, who is already on the back bumper of Blake Giglio. Take a look at our pit strategies here. So as you can see, Giglio, Grindell both took some sort of tires or anything. That's stopping Cliff Mullins. He's going to be dropping fast because 20 laps since he took tires. But let's get that out of the way because we got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Harry Grindell at the bottom. Blake Giglio not giving up though. I think finally he's going to drop in behind Harry. Harry Grindell to the lead of this race, I think, for the first time tonight. Aboard. Zach Swisker in 4th place. Right behind Cliff Mullins. Just how much slower Cliff Mullins has been these past few laps with those older tires. Been somewhere within a 10th, almost 2 tenths slower each lap. It's amazing if he can hold even a top 10 here if we go on a long run. Okay, he gets passed by Zach Swicegood. Zach Swicegood moves up into 3rd place. Big Bell out to a steady lead, almost a second now. A little bit of contact in the back, I think. Jake Pickerel in the back bumper. Mullins heard some contact. I didn't see it though. Maybe try to block a little bit, keep that spot. Thing you can do to hold on with these tires. Jake Pickerel is one of those guys who only took 2 tires on the last stop, so he's definitely not going to be as fast as Swicegood or Dell were to get by him. Second and a half lead now for Harry Rundell. And another zip code. Harry Grindell, I'm here. He's having a moment with the lap car, I think. Logan Shepard. Looks like he's able to get out of the way, luckily, but that hurt Harry's lead by about a half a second. Logan's just trying to get it gathered up back on the track. Trying to see who goes by him. Go another lap down, so he'll be back to 3. Brenton Sneed there in 7th. He's had a rough night. His car's looking a little rough, but 7th place ain't too bad. With Jonathan Leach after that spin. Car's looking a little fixed up. His pit crew got to work. Back up to 8th. Pretty good night so far. Jay Dairyman in his first start, he's missing half of his car, but 9th place is pretty good for a car looking like that. In 10th place, Cliff Corville. I think he was involved in the last wreck. He got a back bumper back on that car. The top 10 right now. Newton, he's knocking out the back door of Cliff Mullins, and also taking 4 tires on the last stop, so he's looking to get around him quick. Go back up there for 3rd place. But I think now that we're getting some good green flag racing, time for a crank it up. Hope you enjoy. And I don't know why I say anything. Caution is out. 5th caution of the night, lap 54. Like, oh, the broadcaster's curse strikes Shea Dairyman. Not sure what happened. Take a look. That Mike Chris front is inside. Okay, so I think got a little tight. Real view of it. Yeah, I think he just got tight off the corner. Got in the wall a little bit. So, fortunately, I think the broadcaster's curse strikes 53 car. Back up to the lead. I'm sure we'll have everybody coming up pit road this time. Two. Newton stays out. That track position. So does Zach Swicegood. Bell, Blake Giglio, Cliff Mullins, Bro, Trent Sneed, Jonathan Leach, Boo, and they all cycle out. Like Shea Merriman able to take his quick repair. Harry Grindell wins the race off pit road. Licking goes second. So nothing new there. Don't know where Zach's waistcoat is. Oh, he stayed out as well. Apologies, I did not catch that. So, oh, I did. Right. Don't mind me. All right, so he's gonna take that track position. He's gonna get the laps led. Those 5 bonus points. And it's a good call because the way things have been going tonight, he'll probably get another caution, be able to take those tires at some point anyway. So, while I do think 3rd place was an unfortunate place to stay out from on 20 lap old tires, I do like the call of getting those extra points. So lap 57 of 105 here, just past halfway in this race. 5 cautions tonight so far. Think about laps and then we get a caution. Not a good night so far. That was a good run that last time, so hopefully we can get that up. Nice 20 lap run. And we got a lot of new faces out here. A lot of new drivers, so it's gonna take a while for them to get settled in. Know how everybody else races, so don't scrutinize them too much. They're just getting into it, just getting into the CTC Cup Series. And you know, if you want to be part of the CTC Cup Series, there's a link in the description below. Join our Discord and sign up. We're still accepting drivers if you would like to join. We require you be B class and oval and a minimum of 800 I rating. But other than that, anybody is welcome. If you drive road, you drive dirt oval, you drive dirt road even, matter, we can get you in here. And we're having some good racing so far. Dover has not been the best, but I think overall the season we've gotten some good racing from these guys and they put on a good show. So we're on 1 to green here, ready to get this race back started. Our 5th caution will be going green on lap 59. I think Trenton involved in the wreck of the heat earlier. Great. Wrong place, wrong time. And so Zach's voice good leads into the restart zone. Race car's off. Flags out. A little bit of shimmy in there in the back of the field, but nobody kept it straight. Motor through turns 1 and 2, off turn 2. Side by side for Lee. Harry Grinnell to the bottom on those brand new tires. They'll easily get by that 4 car. Cliff Mullins, he was able to take tires on that stop and retain 3rd place, so really good strategy call from him. And he's under fire from Blake Iglio. They're going to be 3 wide there for 2nd place. Blake backed off. A good decision, didn't want to wreck anybody unnecessarily. Next place going to drop him back after his abs-led. He's hoping for a caution soon. But Newton, he also stayed out. He's also hoping for a caution. Elton Ledger put down pit road, but I don't think he took tires. Not entirely sure. Looking pretty fast right now, so I think he took tires. But up front, Harry Grindell still your leader. He's on course to get that most laps led. but he might be running out of tires soon, so I think he's hoping this goes green, build that lead up. Jonathan Legendary, 6th place. He's under fire from the Trent Sneed. Threatened on some heavy damage on that 81 car, I think, on that right side, kind of holding him up. Like 20. Alright, so now on lap 64, everybody's sitting filed out. We're going to have to crank it up this time. Alrighty, welcome back. I crank it up. We got through it successfully. No caution flags. Happy about that. Second week in a row. Not going to count the first try. But running order still roughly the same. Though impressively, Zach Swicefield was able to hold on to those old tires. I think he's struggling though, getting a little loose. But Chris from that very hurt car is up to 6th. They have about 17 cars left on the track. I'd say half of that is damage free. Over one of those tracks, it's hard to escape damage from the wall and the track itself, let alone other competitors on the track. So it's not surprising at all that a lot of these guys are not able to make it through the point clean. 30 to go. They only have so much left in this race. I think they're going to be pushing a little bit harder. Harry Grindell catches a lap car there, 29 Calvin Salgate. Calvin moves out of the way for these guys. Calvin's car is really hurt there. Struggling to keep speed. Calvin, a veteran of the series, definitely no stranger to these kind of races. Stuck in the back with a damaged car for the whole time. Nothing you can do about it. Kind of how the cars fall. Like Giglio, I think he's been filling in. Harry Grindell these last few laps. Gosh, slowly but surely. About a half a tenth. Almost a tenth on those 2 laps. Oh, almost 2 tenths. 2 laps. So, like Giglio definitely, I think he saved his tires just a bit. He's reeling Harry in fast. Last time for every driver out there on the left side of the screen. Blake Giglio 1/10 faster on the dot there. These 2 guys are the fastest on track by far. So Tanner Speakman ran a very good lap that last time. So I think he's on the tires. Fortunately, Tanner is a few laps down. Oh, he's in the pits. Okay. Giglio in second. He's right on the back bumper of Harry Grindell for the lead now. Harry very loose off that corner. That's going to give Blake an opportunity. Down to the inside in turns 1 and 2. 23 laps to go now. Blake very loose off of the corner. He's not going to be able to keep it. Harry's going to move back down in front of him. They were both loose off that corner. They are driving these cars at the absolute limit. Dover, one of those tracks where you got to drive it on the edge the whole time. High banked corners. Blake to the inside again. I think Harry might have had the opportunity to block, but Blake, one of those guys who might have not lifted in that situation. Harry powers through, drives on the outside, and is able to keep the lead once again. Giglio to the inside of Grindell once again. Side by side out of turn 4. That inside I don't think it has enough. I'm here and reckon. Logan Shepherd involved. He stopped in turn 3. Here come the leaders. Oh, it looks like many more cars involved as well. So it looks like Logan Shepherd, Jonathan Leach, and Shade Dairyman all getting a piece of that. Second what happened. Car, the yellow 18 car, I think he's going to start it off. It's loose off the corner, maybe? Oh, yeah, he just catches the wall a little bit, and I think they wreck behind him in the same exact way. Yeah. Going just a tad here. Like the 53 gets tight at the same time as the 18 wrecked in front. No correlation between these two wrecks, they just happen at the same time. That'll involve those three. Looks like nobody else was involved, thankfully. So we'll head back up to the leaders who are heading down pit road now. Bell makes his stop. This box. Just behind them, excuse me. Harry Grindell is going to race off pit road. Blake Giglio just behind him. Cliff Mullins in third. Michael Christopher, he did have a fast repair. He was holding on for 88 laps to take that thing. That's impressive. So Michael Christopher, he'll come out fifth with a brand new car. Trenton Sneed just in front of him. Trenton's car looked clean too. Not entirely sure. Yeah, so Trenton Sneed, I think either got all his damage. No, that's a fast repair. So Trenton Sneed and Mike Christopher both holding out fast repair until the very end of the race. 18 to go now. But the patience it takes to wait that long, especially when Mike went a lap down. Impressive. A lot of contenders up here. I think we had a bit of a slow middle half of that race. But think get crazy here in a second. A lot of these guys are saving their quick repair to end. I think Trenton Sneed, one of those guys, he's always had a lot of speed. Him and Nesquik have had some bad luck at the start of the season. I think he's looking to get some redemption today. And with 17 to go, it's a perfect opportunity to drive up to the front. Him and Michael Christopher, he's run up front a lot this season, just hasn't been able to close out the race. Good opportunity to close out the race by saving your fast repair till the end. I think anybody in this top 10 at least. I'm not counting anybody out of this race right now. Got 13 drivers in the lead lap. Harry Grindell is still in 33 of Jonathan Leach. Get the weight round this time. Goes, get his lap back. Guys will go double file. Go green next time with 15 to go. A lot of caution laps at Dover. I think if we get another caution, it's going to really wind down these laps. Probably about 9 to go if we get a quick caution. Guys, fifth on back one on any chance of winning. Gotta keep it clean. The guys up front, you know, you can't wreck each other. Take you out of this completely. Everybody's got to stay clean if they want a good finish right now. So with a lot of new tires, a clean restart here. Round through turn 4, pace car pulls off. Bell leads him to the restart zone. Gets a clean restart this week. There's an unfortunate start last week near the end of the Daytona race. He got a black flag. He started just a hair too soon, and I think he's oh, Blake Giglio sideways. What a save from Blake. I can't believe nobody else was involved. Oh, a little bit of contact before. They're okay, though. Wow. Unbelievable. I thought everybody was going to get taken out in that. But they're still straight. Wrecking off of turn 2 is probably the scariest place to wreck at Dover. So props to everybody able to avoid that. And that is going to give Harry Grindell a massive lead on the field. He already is up to 2 seconds. Michael Christopher's sitting there in second thinking, oh my goodness. And the caution is out. Jonathan Ledger involved. Sorry. Jonathan Ledger involved. Ed Dairyman involved once again. Jonathan Leach involved. Like it happened somewhere around 3 and 4. Go back and take a look at that. Jonathan Ledger his way through the backstretch. Turn 3. Gonna wash up into the 53. Yeah, he tried to get on the brakes, but just wasn't enough. Yeah, collects the 53 in that, and I think 53 comes down. Oh, the 33 caught the apron. Oh man, that sucks. Oh man, I've been there. I hate to see it. He had a clean car too. Just got on the lead lap. If anybody lost in that wreck, definitely the 33 Jonathan Leach. That's heartbreaking. Dover is a weird track. Never know where it's going to get you, and that apron transition is a tough one. So 7th caution of the night. That's going to bunch the front of the field back together. We're going to have to do it all over again. That's exactly what Michael Christopher wanted, though. He was in second. He was in a good spot, but I don't think he would have been able to make up 2 seconds in laps. So he's thankful for the caution, but definitely not Harry Grindell. Harry's thinking, oh man, I had this one. And these guys in the back decided to get together, but he can still win it easily. Just needs to play his cards right. Make sure I don't give him the broadcaster's curse. So keyword is he should easily be able to keep this lead at Dover, one of the hardest tracks to pass at. But you know, anything can happen. I'm not going to write this race off by any means, because there's going to be about 8 or 9 to go. We go green again. Pace car lights are still on. 2 to green right now, 1 to green next time by. Which means we will be going green with 8 to go. Quick reminder. Next week we will not be racing, as next week is Christmas Day. So figure give everybody the week off. We'll be back for New Year's Day in 2 weeks. We'll be at, I think, Las Vegas. Right, yes, Las Vegas Motor Speedway in 2 weeks. Be there or be square. Kick the new year off right. 2023 is Las Vegas race. But for now, we got to finish this Dover race out. Oh, it's going in the right direction, being a good one. We always start these races off a little rough, but the ending is always one to behold. I'm excited to see what we got here. Pace car lights are off. Go green next time by. Be a good one, folks. Come through turn 3. Car will pull off. Pull the pairing start. Harry Grindell. Need to get this race back underway with 8 to go this time. Puts the floor right at the end of the restart zone. Back green. And a horrible start from Michael Christopher. He'll move back in behind Cliff Mullins. Cliff Mullins with a decent start, but Harry with a great start. He pulled out to a big lead, about half a second. Gonna move to the bottom. He doesn't have the run though. Really stacked up here, second on back. Meanwhile, Harry Grindell is just pulling a lead. Max Weiss got a great run to the outside. And he gets turned by his teammate. Did he save it? He did not. He did not save it. Zach Swayska turned by the 22 going into turn 1. I'm not sure. Not sure if the 22 meant to do that or was at fault, but it turned into a big wreck. A lot of guys involved. Take a look back at that wreck. Our far chase camera, you can see. Back it up a little bit. Zach Swayska just absolutely sends it on the top into turn 3. Good run off of turn 4, and he clears his teammate in the 22, I think. He was not clear, but I think the 22 also moved up, so I think that's just, they're both trying to get in line. Yeah, I think the 22 is trying to get up behind the 4, and the 4 is already checking up, entering the corner. There's just no time to react for either of them. So not a good night for LH Motorsports. Like Blake Giglio is going to take it down. Yeah, fix damage or take tires in Riles. But Harry Grindell and Cliff Mullins still out front. Mike Christopher, he looks... Oh, he's clean. He did not get involved in that wreck. Oh, lucky dog there, the 18. Almost got hit by the 37. So, just want to say apologies to everybody. I'm not going to be able to do interviews tonight after the race. I have a few assignments I have to finish for my college night. It's the last week, so I really got to get everything done. I have to sign off, unfortunately, right after this race is over. But if you want to catch up with the guys, join the Discord. You can maybe ask them some of your own questions. But back next week, we'll be back to our normal program. Oh, sorry, 2 weeks from now. Next week, holidays. So 4 to go now. Go back green with about 2 or 3 to go. I think 2 to go. Natural green white checker. Oh, we'll be taking green white checker. Case car lights are still on. For unlimited green white checkers on the CTC Cup Series. This could go on all night. Does not. 11 cars still out on track right now. A few cars in fixing their damage, but if you're looking at anybody to win this race, it's going to be in that top 6. First goes. Harry Grindell, I think he's in the best spot right now. It's hard to jump that restart zone. The gap he's able to pull off the start. It's going to be hard to make up in 2 laps. So pace car lights are off. Our first green light checkered of the night. Go underway 1 lap. Something we haven't talked about much tonight, Lucky Car Elect sitting there in 5th place with a brand new car. He's in a really good spot right now. Dover, I think, one of his stronger tracks. Looking to get a nice top 5 at least. Maybe a win if it happens up front. None of the question, but Harry Grindell comes through turn 3, ready to get us started. Last time tonight after our 8th caution. This car will dive left. Another restart zone. Green flag. Good start from Michael Christopher, who's just behind Harry. Harry not able to pull as much of a gap as he did last time. There's absolute cluster here. Back in the pack. We're gonna go back up front. Not much of a battle right now. We'll see if Michael Christopher's able to do anything to reel him in. But Harry Grindell, he's holding strong. White flag this time. This race is official. But we'll continue the streak of getting the green light checkered and then finishing on it. Front bike able to make up about a 10th that lap, but not much more. Harry turns through. Harry comes through turns 3 and 4. Michael Christopher not able to do it. Harry Grindell will win at Dover. And a spin in the back, quick gig wheels around. Across the line in 11th. What a drive from Harry Grindell. He's going to win those most laps led, I'm pretty sure. And he's going to get the win tonight at Dover Motor Speedway. Congrats to Harry. And congrats to the whole Nesquik Racing team, because that's their first one of the season. A good points night with Trenton Sneedals finishing 4th. Harry burns it down there on the front stretch with his teammates. Once again, congrats to Harry Grindell. We get an interview with Harry. Can't strip the winner of his interview. Quick though. Hey Harry, it's Lucas in the booth. Got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry to pull you in quick. I'm a bit of a rush, but awesome win tonight. Awesome drive. You led a lot of this race. How does it feel to be in victory lane?
It is not one that I was expecting. Dover isn't usually a track that's very kind to me, so it's definitely a pleasant surprise. Good race overall. Car wasn't easy, and Blake nearly had me on the end of that run there, but yeah, just kept my head on, tried to sort of super cruise but not overwork it, and it paid off. I'm in victory lane.
Yeah, you were unstoppable tonight. Like you said, Blake might have gotten you a little bit on that long run, but with the short runs we were getting, your short run speed was unmatched, and I think once everybody was going to that green white checkered at the end, you just needed a good start and you were on your way. But you know, that start of that race, how were you feeling seeing how many wrecks there were? Were you thinking you might get involved in one? How'd you get through all that?
I mean, I missed the start. I gridded up, I pressed F4, and iRacing just closed. I don't know why. I wasn't holding Alt when I pressed F4, but iRacing just closed, so I had to start, and it was close for that first run. I thought I might go a lap down. So that definitely helped miss some of the early stuff. I was sort of in the back. First caution, I came in, just took fuel, didn't take tires, just to stay out the back. And by sort of managing myself and sort of working up gradually, I ended up just sort of skipping from like 16th odd all the way up to nearly in the top 10 because the crashes were taking people out at a rate that I could sort of go past. And so, yeah, just playing that, had a little tire strategy going. I know I shouldn't really be using my phone while I was driving, but under the cautions, I was punching in numbers to a calculator to work out my tire numbers. And yeah, just sort of tried to be fast but calculated, and it seemed to pay off.
Well, it was a great race from you. Like you said, the car was pretty hard to drive. Yeah, one last question for you. What was really the struggle with the car? Like, what was it, loose? Was it tight? What kind of went on there?
It was an odd one. It was okay going into the corner, but then it was kind of just awkward. The car would kind of pivot as you came through the middle of the corner with the rear end, and it's kind of that awkward place where it's loose, but it's not sliding yet, and you can't lift because then you lose a ton of time, but you can't keep on it because then you'll spin. And so it was trying to manage that kind of that awkwardness in the middle as it was yawing. But yeah, seemed to figure out a way to sort of position my car and use my throttle to kind of mitigate that, and it seemed to pay off.
Well, it was awesome seeing you wheeling it out there. I think everybody had a few moments tonight, but you had the best moment. You got the win here at Dover Motor Speedway. Any other words from you?
First things first, huge shout out to Nesquik Racing. We had a really good day today. So all my teammates there, huge shout out to them. Team Kamikaze, the main body that I run for, huge shout out to them and everybody a part of that team that helps me sort of do what I do and supports me. To Centered Hosting and Soyo, Team Kamikaze's sponsors, huge shout out to them for helping us go out on the track, do what we do. Kamikaze Design House and Hubert Masiak, one of my teammates. He does paint schemes and all that. Have a look at him on Trading Paints if you fancy a paint scheme, anything anime related. He's a really good guy to go to for all of that. And yeah, I was about to wrap up, but yeah, to yourself for broadcasting and to yourself for putting the league on and all the admins who helped make it happen. Huge shout out to all of them, and I think that is everyone.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us. Congrats on the win again. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Las Vegas.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so I know I said I wouldn't do interviews, but I'm going to get both of you at the same time. We have Mike Christopher and Cliff Mullins here. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so you both had a good run tonight. Mike, you came up a little bit short of second, or first, got second place. Cliff, you got third. Cliff, I want to ask you first, how'd the race go for you?
It was fairly easy. I was just trying to save tires as much as I could. I had really good short run speed, but on the long runs, I knew I was going to be terrible. Just try to save that right front as much as I could. A lot of guys were getting loose coming off of 2, and I did not have that problem at all. I was getting tight, so I was trying to adjust my line and figure out what to do with that. But yeah, other than that, I wasn't really fighting anything until right there the last 15, 20 laps.
Oh, well, Mike, how about you? How was the race going for you?
Well, it's all good until I wrecked my teammate. So.
Yeah, it was not a good sight to see. Definitely not as much teamwork as
I wonder if
the
owner's upset. I don't know.
The owner's got to be so mad about that.
I gotta talk to him.
Yeah, I heard the owner is enjoying the show.
Oh, okay. Well,
but
that's good. Other than that,
it's good having you guys. Congrats on the second and third. Any other shout outs for either?
Give a shout out to all the Nesquik boys, Harry, Trenton, Lucky. We pretty much dominated and run up there in the top 5 the whole time. So yeah, we picked up pretty good in the team points with that. I got to thank Race 22, Labor 12, Black Tide Gallows. Yeah, Midnight Performance. I think I got them on there too. And shout out to Jaron. And I got to shake that beer on the back of the car here for him. So love you, buddy.
Oh yeah. How about you, Mike?
Just shout out my mom. I'm just kidding. She's not watching.
Oh. Yeah. Well.
All right, Lucas's mom doesn't watch either.
Hi, Lucas's mom.
Oh. Hi, Mom. All right, thanks, guys, for joining me. Congrats on the second and third. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Las Vegas.
Later, bro.
All right, so that was your top 3. I know I said I wouldn't do interviews, but I kind of want to get them in here. Word from them. All right, I got to head out. I'm Lucas Hoitzma. Been a great race today. there's your lineup there. Final results from the race. Join me 2 weeks for Las Vegas. Off next week for Christmas. Over this already. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining.